I will absolutely die on this hill. This Bardock is better not only than minus Bardock, but he is better than the Bardock that we got back in Dragon Ball Z. 110%. This is the amount of love and care and devotion that they put into this Bardock, to the point where he seems almost like a fusion of Goku and Vegeta. He is just top notch, and that is the main takeaway from this manga chapter, because this manga chapter really shows us what a true Saiyan is all about, what his beliefs are, which way he wants to go in life, and why they fight. It is something that most Dragon Ball has not put into any context at all, because all we've seen it is from Vegeta's side. Vegeta is arrogant, Vegeta is stubborn, and usually that's looked on as a negative. This is the first time that it is looked on as a positive, that Bardock, he is an honorable warrior, that he rises up to the challenge. He may be arrogant, he may be stubborn, but he is a warrior first and foremost. This was an exciting takeaway for me for this chapter, mainly due to the fact that I honestly thought this chapter was not going to be that good. Honestly, I thought that the flashback for Bardock was all fan service at first. Then we got some leaks, and I'm like seeing these, and I'm like, okay, so is there a wish that gives Goku and Raditz plot armor? Is that what's going on? Is that what happened in Dragon Ball? But as I dove deeper into this chapter, guys, the whole fight between Bardock and Gas is so visceral, so vicious. It is a brutal beatdown against a warrior like Gas, who loves and specifies himself on weaponry. He is also a true warrior in a sense, but he uses more tactics than anything. He is a strategic fighter, and honestly, the honor for him and his family is extremely powerful. The same way the Saiyan fights for himself in his own glory, Gas fights for his own family. Like, this is the stuff of legends. This is the stuff that epicness is made out of. Gas's evolution here doesn't even seem tagged on, honestly. It is well done. It is well done. It is way better than what we saw in the current timeline, in my opinion. I just like it a lot. Honestly, I prefer this with the horns extension granting more power than him going berserk, honestly, because I think that the berserk thing is overdone, overplayed, and given to too many characters, but the horn thing is almost like an alien version of a Super Saiyan transformation. I love it, and let me tell you how much I love this Dragon Torombo. His design is exactly like an Axolotl. I've seen this guy before. I've seen this guy in tanks. This is exactly what his design looks like, and I just love it. But this is where we get to the biggest issue in this chapter. Listen, Bardock. So it's you this time, Monaito. I sure wish you wouldn't put voices in my head. You showed real moral fiber saving us back there, and that was more than enough. I've got no doubt that the kindness in your heart is gonna save someone else someday. That's why you need to live. Sorry, but I don't take orders from anyone, and I'm not leaving this place until I've beaten him. What's it going to take to make you see reason? Fine then, tell me, is there another wish I could make for you? I'm just trying to help. What's this all about anyway? Are you making a wish on a shooting star or something? But sure, I'd wish that my sons end up thriving. The first beat from this is that Bardock actually cares about his kids up to this point and asking the wish to be for them to thrive. This honestly is not very strange, because right after this is the Broly movie, and if these events changed his outlook on children and his offspring and his wife, that makes sense that he would want his kids to thrive. But after this, the dragon basically evaporates, and it's unclear if Monaito actually made any sort of wish. Okay, so here is how we lose. Bardock makes a wish off the cuff, basically, for his children to thrive. Monaito makes the wish, and then that gives Goku and Raditz, like, plot armor to thrive. Now, Raditz's life was cut short, and so him thriving after that is impossible, but he could have thrived right before. I don't know. Personally, to me, I don't think that this wish actually happened. I think this is just Bardock saying that he wants his children to thrive, and Monaito doesn't actually make the wish, because then he says, yeah, he has the right idea. A wish is a way to create hope for the future. Selfish wishes can only bring about doom, and I was about to make a grave mistake. I meant to protect what hope we've got left with all I've got. meaning that he probably told Torombo to beat it, and he decided that Bardock has the right idea to protect the future. So Monaito looks at Granola and is like, yeah, I'm gonna protect my future, which is Granola, basically my surrogate son, the way that Bardock cares about his children. And Bardock didn't actually care for a selfish wish to like help him defeat Gas. Instead, he showed Monaito that there really shouldn't be any room for selfish wishes, and you have to have hope for the future. So I don't think Monaito made a wish at all. I know there was a lot of speculation in the Dragon Ball community whether they have plot armor now. I don't think that's the case at all. I think that Monaito learned a lesson from Bardock, and it showed how much Bardock has grown leading up to the events of Minus. And the way this manga chapter ends with the greatest exchange that I've seen in the DBS manga up to this point, and that is a conversation between Gas and Bardock, where Gas is saying, why are you still fighting? Why are you still here? Basically asking him these questions he doesn't understand. Like, are you trying to have redemption for the same people? Is it revenge? Like, what are you seeking? What are you thinking about? Because what keeps you going? And Gas doesn't understand that, because the only thing that Gas thinks about is the orders that are given to him by his family. So he's thinking of priority bases. He's thinking of objectives and what he has to do. The only reason he transformed into this new form is to end this fight quicker. And so Bardock continuously coming at him and not really caring how strong Gas is, it's really putting him in a pinch, and he doesn't understand why. When Bardock says, isn't it obvious by now, in a life and death battle, what sort of idiot would think about anything else besides victory? That is a Saiyan. Bardock is the Saiyan. And this exchange is so powerful, in my opinion, so amazing, that I'm willing to bend Bardock tapping into Saiyan power, Super Saiyan power, and think that maybe he's just tapping into Saiyan spirit of some kind, you know, a Zenkai boost that is really giving him the edge, something along those lines. We won't know until it's all colored what this aura looks like, but again, this chapter is amazing, and I'm willing to ignore false Super Saiyan and the past with Goku because of how amazing and how much depth it gives the Dragon Ball universe. 9 out of 10 chapter.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.